This is a quick performance installation video for K10552. That's a Sanden HD bracket going on a 98 to 02 Camaro or GTO. We're going to start with some pre-assembly. We're going to take our 100mm bolt and place it through the bracket there. One of our longer spacers there. Take our back plate, match it up there, and capture that with a 10mm nut. For right now, we're going to leave that a little bit loose. We're going to take one of our 120mm through here, short spacer, racetrack, and then the medium spacer to complete the length and slide that through the back like so. We'll also put a long 120mm here with our other long spacer all the way through the back like so. And then on the back side, I'll show you here, we're going to add two of these medium spacers to get the length right. Now we are ready to mount it on the cylinder head. We're going to mount it on the cylinder head here and here. So we'll start off by just getting these threaded in there, just finger tight. Get everything lined up. We're then going to take this dog bone, which is going to attach to this tensioner boss right here. Take one of our other short spacers, just the same length. Run our bolt through there and drop that down. Just like that. All right, with the bracket still loose here, we're going to install the compressor. So we'll just set that in place like that, and we'll get the first bolt in here. And then 10mm by 35. Try to stay out of the way of the camera. We'll get some nuts to capture this, and then we'll move around to the back so you guys can see that. On the back side here, we're going to take our 55mm bolt and our 3/4 inch spacer and just slide it in like so. And once again, get it with the 10mm nut. Now, I do want to leave these very loose because what we're going to do is go through a torque sequence where we square the bracket to the cylinder head, and then we're going to square the compressor to the bracket, and we want these loose here so we don't get bound up. These are 10mm bolts, so we're going to torque those down to 37 foot-pounds. What I'm going to do is just kind of take a little bit of the weight off of the bracket here so that it's not pulling it into a bound position. And then we'll switch around and get this back one here. Have to use the 15mm box end. Get it to 15. So what we've done here is we've squared the bracket. Oh, we'll catch that one as well if we can do it without the extension. Now we'll do the compressor here. We've squared this. We'll jump in here and get that. Very good. Jump around, get this one on this side as well. And then we'll do the same on the back side. One of the tests that I'd like you guys to do is come around here, and I'll let Derek show you what's going on here. So we've torqued the plate to the cylinder head. We've also torqued the front of the compressor. What I want you to do now is actually check to make sure that this is nice and loose here. If this was tight and bound up, more than likely the compressor is out of square, so we'll go ahead and torque these down to 37 foot-pounds on both sides. Next, we're going to install our grooved idler. We're going to take our 12mm bolt, feed it in from behind, load up the idler mount, the pulley, and the 12mm nut. Now, as we've said in other videos, the flange nut has a smooth surface that's going to mate up really well to this bearing and not damage it. 12mm nut, 50 foot-pounds of torque. Next, we will install the tensioner. And we're going to start off by just loading up our 10mm bolt in there, inserting it through the back, and getting our nut on there. 10mm bolt, 37 foot-pounds. We've included this tensioner shim in the kit that actually goes between the bracket and this here, but we want to wait to install this. We want to run the engine like this and just make sure that the belt is running in the middle. Now, if the belt is running too far forward, which we've seen some variation in these pulleys that happen sometimes, we developed this so you can just space this out a little bit. That way it's running in the center of the pulley. We're ready to install the belt. Now, the belt will go across the top and then come down like so to the water pump. something I'll mention here is Kwik Performance sells an 8-groove pulley. We're going to sit in the middle of those, this middle 6 grooves. If it has a 7-groove pulley you got from somewhere else, we're going to use the back 6 grooves there. We'll make sure that we're down in the grooves of all these different pulleys here. We'll actually slide this back off of the bell there to get this down here. It's a little bit difficult to do. There's a lot going on, but very doable. Helps if you have the right tool for the job. This takes a 1/2 inch. As you can see, not too bad. Make sure you're down in all the grooves here, then let her loose. We do a great job of calling out a belt length, you know, different belt lengths if you have a high output alternator or a standard output or a Power Master like we sell. But what's going to be most important is these tensioner marks right here. Let's take a look at that. A little difficult to see, but here on the tensioner arm, you'll see an indicator with 3 other marks here. We're going to want to be a little bit on the tight side of that. So as the belt stretches over time and also sits down deeper into the grooves, effectively making it longer, you'll still be in your operating range. Thank you for watching this Kwik Performance installation video. If you have any questions, give us a call or shoot us an email. We do want to help. And if you have any pictures of your install, we'd like to see those as well. Thanks.